kita buat sedikit progress punya cerita. This laptop is a very old laptop. This laptop is 9 years old. Okay, this is actually a X1 Carbon 6th gen. 6th gen means this is like very old lah, boleh cakap. Okay, this is like 9 years old. This is from 2016. And the best joke is, this laptop somebody was selling online for 1,000 ringgit. 1,000 ringgit. Okay, and he was very confident. This is a 6th gen, right? He was very confident this laptop is worth 1,000 ringgit. So when I approached him, he told me the price is 1,000. When I asked him why, he was telling me the screen is a 2K screen. 2K screen lah. The screen 2K, if you hardly use laptop, you're not going to see the difference. You also wouldn't know what is a 2K screen, right? You can say whatever number you want lah, but it doesn't change the fact that the laptop is actually old, right? And there are so many things wrong with this laptop. Okay, the keyboard, many of the functions here, like the 5 and 6 doesn't work. If you press 5 and 6, you will get H and G. Okay, the keyboard is gone, right? The keyboard is gone. Let's see, I can show you. Okay, I type 5, okay, comes out G. I type 6, comes out H. G and H also work like that. So the keyboard is faulty. F1 key doesn't work. Okay, F1 key here doesn't work. Some of these keys are mismatched. They will go somewhere. Why? Because the keyboard, there is a membrane underneath. That membrane probably has a crack, right? And then this laptop, you need to change. Actually, you need to change the whole case together, because the keyboard is stuck under the case. If you want to just change the keyboard, the work is tremendous. You need to basically dismantle everything from the back to access the keyboard. Take out 5 screws, maybe more. There's another 5 plus another 6. Change the keyboard and then pasang balik the whole laptop again from zero. And this laptop came with a bloated battery. So the battery itself is nearly 300 ringgit. Okay, you cannot order laptop battery from China. You try, you will never get the laptop, the shop to send you the laptop battery, because they cannot ship it. Okay, you need to ship by sea, and many of these companies don't want to do that, right? And if you want to go to AliExpress and buy, it is going to cost you about 200 plus to 300. You buy in Malaysia also, is going to cost you the same. So battery, you already have to set aside 200 to 300 ringgit. Keyboard, just the keys, not the entire case. The key only will cost you about 200 ringgit. But this model is old. You must appreciate that. Brand new keyboard for such an old model will cost you 200 to 300 ringgit. If you want to change the entire casing, 300 to 400. Okay, together with the keyboard, 300 to 400. Okay, so only thing going for this laptop is the screen is a 2K screen, and this is a legendary product, which is actually a X1 Carbon Gen 6. Gen 4. This is a G4, but it's running Intel 6th gen. Right? It has a fingerprint scanner. It doesn't have a face recognition. Only got fingerprint scanner. Right? But this model is so damn old, and when it came out, it is the top of its class. Okay, it's only 1 kg. So the laptop itself is quite good. And you see, even though it is 9 years old, it can actually be very responsive. 16 gig of RAM. So what are you going to do when you are faced with such a situation? So I negotiated with him and brought down the price, managed to agree on a price and bought it. and I am spending easily more than 600 ringgit, maybe 7, because this rubber lining also need to be changed. All this rubber is broken. This rubber lining, you need to change the frame. There's an inner frame, and when you take out the sticker, you have to change the sticker as well. This is a sticker, this is the inner frame. And of course, this laptop, I am not going to skin it. I'm going to leave it as it is. Okay, we know some surface treatment which we can do to bring back the glory of this. Probably we will skin the touchpad, and the rubber stud is missing. The rubber stud for all this kind of laptop you cannot buy. You need to change the whole back cover. If you still insist on buying the rubber stud alone, the only person who can help you in the world for ThinkPad is me, because the original rubber stud is a molded rubber stud, got plastic part as well as rubber part. You cannot find that one anywhere. You contact me. Okay, so there is a lot of cost involved in restoring this to a proper condition. And the last but not least, this rubber here, this one piece of rubber here, right, this one piece of rubber here, you cannot get anywhere. Unfortunately, the bugger went and lost it for this side. So what are you going to do? So this guy was happily selling this for 1,000. If I didn't realize his post and I let him sell and somebody come and buy it from him, I pity the guy who bought it lah. He would have just sold it based on the 2K screen. It's not even a touch screen. So this is what happens in the market. What happens in the market? This is a classic example. People put the laptop. If you don't know anything, you go and buy. Your cost involved. Let's say even he sell you this for 400 ringgit lah. The cost involved to make it usable is more than 700 ringgit. So end up you are spending 1,100 ringgit on a laptop that is 9 years old. That is why I tell people, you want to buy a laptop, you don't have money, you wait. You collect the money, you buy a proper, better laptop. Don't go and buy for 300 to 400 ringgit laptop. Unless you only have one usage for it. You only want to see stock market. Okay, go. Beyond that, you cannot use for a lot of things. You have a limitation on that. Okay, you probably don't have a battery that is running. You need to probably take it and connect it to the electricity all the time. So this is the challenge when people go and buy cheap and they think it's good but end up to be screwed. So this is example. So the total cost after I do all of this back will be about 700 plus my original cost of buying it. But I cannot sell this for no matter who. I cannot sell this for more than 700 to 800 ringgit. So if I sell this, it will incur a loss. So therefore, this laptop highly likely I will donate it away, or I will keep it in my museum, because all of this is a museum rare piece. Okay, 6th gen. This is Gen 4, sorry. It's a 6th gen Intel, but this is known as ThinkPad 4th gen. 4th iteration of ThinkPad X1 Carbon. Right? So all this is a rare item. Okay, the carbon surface is totally worn off. There's very little left on the surface. So this is an example that I want to share.